Hi TE fam, this is Vi, the videographer. As many of you know, here at TE we pride ourselves on cleaner, greener, safer, smarter, and more equitable tech. And the whole team drives electric. So after some consideration, I've decided to upgrade my mode of transportation. And I have upgraded to a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox. It is all gas, which is better than an electric in basically every possible way. And I'm really excited to have this SUV. It's just gorgeous. I love it. It shifts 3 times to get to 25 miles an hour. That's great. I really did miss waiting in the car for 5 minutes for the engine to warm up. I kind of got to do that with this one. I love that even though it's a big burly SUV, it's mostly front wheel drive, and the engine turns off at the intersections. I love that so much. I kind of miss that in the EV. I didn't really quite like how it was just always quiet and the power was just on demand and electric. This one has much better performance in that regard. Yeah, let me show you around.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
So this is the trunk / loading bay. There's a whole bunch of room in here. I can fit all of my hopes and dreams. Just why it's so empty. Right down here, there's a bit of a false floor. It's really cool. This actually comes with a spare tire, which I hate. It's so dumb. Nobody needs spare tires. Everyone just waits on the side of the road and just waits for a tow truck driver to come. I don't see what the appeal to that is. That's the only one real downside, is that spare tire. I really wish that it didn't have it. I think the performance would be a lot better if they, just gutted that whole system. Every day should just be kind of an experience just driving. You should have to, learn how to change your own tire or anything. That just seems kind of unreasonable. But yeah, this is the trunk. It's really good. Lots of space here. I wanted to show you the interior real quick. So this is the back seat area. As you can see, it fits a full-size backpack. This stuff is full of stuff that you guys keep sending me. I just don't have the heart to leave it at home, so I just pack it everywhere. That thing probably weighs about 30 pounds now, so thanks for sending me all that stuff. This is the front of the I don't know how that got there. Let me just go ahead and take care of that real quick. Just yeah, don't worry about that. So yeah, this is the front. As you can see, there's the panel. There's a steering wheel, 2 cup holders for when you're extra thirsty, or you have a passenger and they're thirsty and you're less thirsty. So that's always good. Let's check out the engine. All right, and this is where the magic happens. This is what genuinely makes this better than any electric vehicle that we've ever driven, is this baby right here. As you can see, it's an Ecotech. There's some tubes running over here. I think that's the intake. It might be the outtake, or like the mid-take area. Over there is the battery. That's the only battery that should ever be in a vehicle. The ones that, sit underneath the floor, those are woke. This one's actually pretty decent. Right here is the air box. So this is actually the intake. So actually that's not the intake. I'm not exactly sure what exactly that is. I think that's just the magical tube of power. But anyway, yeah, this baby has a whole bunch of performance. I'm not sure what the horsepower of it is. Doesn't matter. Still better than EV. And in light of new happenings, I've decided to take sponsorships to help with our funds. So this message was brought to you by Panda Express. Eat fresh. So we can't have a staff car update without talking about the performance. So I chose a little country road out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm just going to give it some beans and... All right, 35, we did it. That was fast, it was really good. The Bolt could do a lot better, but that was just too hair-raising for me. So this is more my pace. We're currently doing about 35 now, and it's about all I can handle. So I'm just super stoked to have this. The braking is extremely good. It takes about a few seconds before anything happens, and then when it happens, it does stop. And so having that non-linear like braking style that I got with Regen, it's just not in this one, and I prefer it that way. I'm currently on my way to work, and I will plug this in at Nikki's, and we'll be good to go. I think I may have made a mistake.
Hey, this is Bob Chevrolet.
Bob Chevrolet. Take backsies?
Yeah, I can help you with that.
Okay. Happy April Fools. No, I did not trade the Bolt in. I'm not that crazy. But basically, the reason I have this is because it's in for warranty work. This is a rental that I got. And I just want to say, I'm super thankful that I got this rental. It's actually being covered under that warranty. So I'm super thankful to have this, to get me to and from work. So I was poking a little bit of fun at it. Only just a little bit, though. For a long time, basically ever since my Fiat, there's this part of me that really itches to occasionally get back into suck, squeeze, bang, blow, just to, I don't know, nostalgia, old time's sake. And I constantly am reminded whenever I get a rental car, regardless of where I get it from, that they're just awful. Unless there are rental agencies out there that want to give me a manual first-gen Miata or a BRZ, I don't know, maybe I need to go through Turo or something, but every single time I get a new rental car, I am reminded by how spoiled I have become from driving an EV. And yes, even a first-gen Bolt that charges an age. So a little while back, and by a little while I mean over a year ago, we had some people reach out through messages, basically asking for an update on my Bolt. And most of you already know how that Bolt came about, all the trials and tribulations with the Volt I had previously. And so I've been wanting to make an update video. I've had it in my head how I wanted to film it and this and that and the other thing. The problem is we've been kind of busy. And to kind of give you an idea of what I mean by that, just stay there. Oh boy. Got zooks. All right. So this is a torque lift hitch for my Bolt, which was purchased at the tail end of 2024. It's not on the Bolt yet. And the reason for that has actually been because we've been busy. I want to say at the beginning of 2025, when we had a little bit of time, the weather was just awful. And to put on a hitch, you have to be outside. But by the time the weather got nice, we were absolutely slammed with vehicles. And you'll probably remember that's about the time that we got our VW ID Buzz, and then all heck broke loose. So yeah, we've been busy. And so there hasn't really been much of an update. And I guess this is kind of a spoiler. that was supposed to be in the video. I'm just gonna set this off to the side. I'll be right back. But since we have been busy, we haven't been able to do that hitch, haven't been able to do much of an update. And so I guess today is going to be kind of an impromptu update. Didn't really realize until less than 24 hours ago that this video was going to happen. But yeah, this is my rental, and the bolt is currently in to get some warranty work done. And right now, what it is, it's bushings for the front. That is not the first warranty work that I have had done to that car, but I'm not going to talk about it. That might be something for a future video if I ever get to it. But yeah, no, today was basically just supposed to be a little bit of an April Fool's. Yeah, I don't miss this, and that baffles my mind. I grew up with manual transmissions and turbochargers, and I actually think this has a turbocharger, and I miss my car. I want it back. But yeah, I don't know how to end this video. Oh. So, in conclusion, no, I have not upgraded. I haven't even downgraded. The bolt is just in for some work, and this is just my rental. And again, I'm very thankful to have it. But it is it's been a solid reminder of what I'm not missing. So yeah, April Fools. Oh boy. Ugh. My hand smells like gas. You know, there was a time I used to like that smell.